Okay, so I'm doing my video from my balcony and I'm sitting on kind of the balcony because if I sit in my chair, look at how boring the background is. I mean, it's a pretty view of my room there, but much better this direction aside from the stupid crane, so I'll aim this way or that way. Thoughts? Okay, anyways, then there's more historically pretty buildings this way. Okay, anyways, I have a balcony. Who's not excited about that? My hotel is amazing. It has a spa. Getting a massage on Sunday. Pretty excited about it. All right, so today, madness, people, me, whoever I'm talking to in the future. I booked, and because it was 7 hours and 40 minutes, I went ahead and booked a first class ticket on the train. Thinking, okay, I'll want comfort, I'll want to have the chargers and all the schniz. Like, the difference between first and second class is not like coach and first class on a plane. It's minor, but it's the conveniences. You do have the charging ports in your seat, just a little bit more leg room, and the price difference is not much. So it's okay, $20 extra here, and then you get the better thing, right? Problem, didn't realize until I was at the train station, I didn't have a seat number on my ticket. So I bought the ticket a few weeks ago, not realizing that I needed to do a seat reservation in addition to that in order to guarantee a seat. So it's not a big deal if a train's not full. You book your ticket, you sit anywhere in the first class, like wagon, or second class if you have that ticket. But if a train is full, and you don't have a seat reservation, I don't know if they overbook or what they do, but essentially you don't know what seats are taken and what seats aren't. So you sit down and somebody walks up and says, I have a seat reservation for this, then they kick you out and you don't know where to sit. So I went to customer service before I got on the train and asked them, and they said, unfortunately, you can't book a seat now, it's fully booked. And I was like, how can it be fully booked? Anyways, you guys probably process the logic in my mind. I bought a ticket, there should be a seat available, tell me which seat it is, but that's not how it works. So she just said the conductor could kick you off the train if there isn't a seat. I was like, what the hell? I bought the tickets weeks ago. She recommended I go to the dining car and just sit and claim a table and then sit. So I was able to find one of the stops, so Nuremberg. I got a seat reservation as of that stop. So there was nothing available from Vienna to Berlin, like the whole ride. Oof, there's bugs. But there was something on second class. So I bought a first class ticket, but I could only get a seat reservation in the second class coach. So I went ahead and booked one, at least for the second half of the journey, thinking, okay, well, I'll try to make do in the dining car and then move. I ended up staying in the dining car the whole time. Met a really nice girl. Just actually on the second half of the ride. I didn't talk to her the whole time. She got on in Nuremberg, heading to Berlin, and sat down with me. Clarissa, very nice. She's heading to Berlin to meet friends for a bachelorette party. Oddly enough, when I got on the subway to go the 4 stops from the main train station to the station near my hotel, there was another really nice girl. I didn't get her name. We only talked for a minute or two, but she was also in town for a bachelorette party, and leaving her 1.5-year-old son with his dad for the very first time and traveling for a weekend with her friends. Interesting. I guess Berlin is like the bachelorette party town for people. But yeah, met a couple of nice folks today, just chit-chatting, sat in the dining car the entire ride. We had a bit of a delay, so it ended up being over 8 hours. It was about 8 hours and 20 minutes total as far as the train ride went. Long day. Got here at about 7, took the subway, walked a bit, got to the hotel about 10 minutes from the train station. Not bad. A few bumpy sidewalks, but all in all pretty easy walking. Get to my hotel, had no idea. So when I booked on my hotels, I just went on Expedia, put a couple filters on, like price range this, customer rating nothing below an 8, and in the historical districts. Like, that was my main filters for every city that I've been in. And what's been fascinating is the less expensive hotels are, and not always, but turning out to be the nicer ones. And the ones that are in areas where you'd think, oh, this is a little pricier. Okay. You know, like Paris. I did get a nice room in Paris. The main thing was Florence. The price for my room in Florence was so off for what the room that I got was. And now here, it's actually less than what I paid in Florence, and I'm in like a really nice hotel with a spa. Anyways, I'm rambling about hotel rooms, but I'm pretty excited about the fact that this hotel has a spa, and I'm getting a massage on Sunday. So I have my bike tour tomorrow, and then I have a show tomorrow night. I will talk more about the show tomorrow. Went, and it occurred to me that, I mean, I love Mexican food. Annika version of Mexican food, which is not a lot of spice. So I hadn't had any. It's been a month and a half that I've been out and about. Oh, on that note, today is the halfway point on my journey. So I officially hit 44 to 45 days, which is my halfway point on this journey. So happy halfway anniversary. So haven't had Mexican food because you don't get Mexican food in Europe, right? So I went to the GPS to find a restaurant to have something for dinner nearby, and just picked Mexican because I haven't had Mexican in a while. It was like Italian and all the other options. I'm like, I've had that, a lot of that over the last few weeks. Long story short, found a Tex-Mex place. The margaritas were not up to snuff, and I would feel like I'm cheating on Kelly if I have margaritas by myself. I know that seems silly, but that's what it feels like. She is my margarita friend. So I got a burrito, and it was, this is going to sound funny, but it's Annika style. So there's no salsa. There's no even slight zing in any of the flavors here. It was like rice, beans, chicken, not even a lot of cheese, and a tortilla. It was like total bland city. I mean, I was just hungry, and it was fine. It was totally something that I would make for myself at home. No spice or seasoning, but it was just funny. I'm trying to think. Oh, I love the crosswalk little dude, okay? You know, the little green or white man says go, and the little red man says stop, depending on what city you're in or whatever. The ones here in Berlin, they wear little hats. I'm thoroughly amused by the fact that the little dudes that say stop and go have little hats on. That's my favorite part so far. Other than that, every building that I passed on my way from the train station to my hotel is like modern. I mean, modern to a point. You can see some of the columns and stuff there is not like super modern, but it's all like big office-y buildings and that kind of thing. I haven't seen any like cool history stuff. I can see the roofs of a few of them this way, but looking forward to seeing all that. I have my bike tour tomorrow. It's an all-day one, so I'll be wandering about the city on a bike. So far, Berlin has kind of a, I don't know, I was told Berlin by the girl on the train that Berlin is huge and therefore has pockets of the city that are very diverse and very interesting, but I think I'm kind of in the downtown area, maybe more for corporate people or whatever, so I'm happy about the hotel, but it's not a very historically sort of looking neighborhood, but I'll go find that tomorrow. Trying to think if there's anything else. No, I think that's it. So I will see you tomorrow. All right, good morning from Vienna. I am walking to the train station. Got a couple emails from the rail company in German. I had the front desk lady try to help me decipher. She thinks that it means there's not really a change. It's just an FYI that one of the stations is closed and we won't be stopping there. So I'm hoping that's the case and that I don't have another travel-y hiccup. But even if I do, we'll figure it out. I'm off to Berlin. All right, 8.5 hours later, made it to Berlin. Thank goodness. Lots of stories to share.
Hey, it's raining, but you know what that means. Look at how I'm getting welcome to Berlin.
I'm a nerd, walking down the street to my hotel. It's raining, but there's a rainbow, and I already saw one really cool giant building back here behind me. So I can't stop smiling. Okay, this is way fancier than any of my other hotels have been. Fancy, fancy. So my hotel is amazing. It has a spa. So I just booked a massage and a facial for Sunday evening. I have my bike tour tomorrow and then a show tomorrow night. So I'm doing the spa stuff on Sunday. And after 8.5 hours of traveling, getting checked into the hotel and getting situated, I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. So I have decided that the one type of food that I haven't had in the last month and a half is Mexican. So I found a Mexican place, so we'll see how this goes. Mexican food in Berlin. No idea who Bud Spencer is, but it's pretty cool. It's all wood. He must be important because there's vans and everything about him. Can't have a marg without Kelly, so beer and a burrito it is. See how Mexican food in Europe tastes. All right, just finished dinner. Stopped by a little shop and got some bottles of water for the hotel. Now I'm heading back to the hotel. Whew, really long day, ready for bed. Of note, it's currently 9:06. Sun is still up. I've now headed north, and therefore sunset is later. I like that, longer days. The crosswalk dudes here, they wear hats. Makes me smile. I'm not sure how well it comes through in the video, but with the sun setting, this dome is a completely different color than it was a couple hours ago.